Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be reviewing the new Colourpop Star Wars eyeshadow palette as well as their new lipstick that came in the collection. So if you want to see all the swatches, how I got this eye look, and my thoughts on these two products, then definitely keep on watching. So let's get started with the eyeshadow palette. So this palette retails for $22. I believe, I'm trying to go off memory, it's either $22 or $23. This is the outer packaging of the palette. Now, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I know absolutely nothing about Star Wars. I've never seen any of the movies, but I honestly am not opposed to actually watching the movies and, you know, getting into the franchise. But I was so excited for this collection because I thought it was so beautiful and well thought out. And I was like, I have to get my hands on this. This is beautiful. Even though I know nothing about Star Wars, I can admire the fact that this is a beautiful, beautiful collection. And this palette is something from Colourpop that actually caught my eye. It's been a minute since I did a Colourpop video or review on my channel, but this really caught my eye and I was like, I have to try this out. I have to get my hands on at least this palette in this collection. So it has really, really cool packaging. First of all, I love everything about it. The aesthetic, everything looks beautiful. Love the design of this. Like, Colourpop does so well with their designs. It's phenomenal. And then on the back, we have all of the ingredients if you want to take a nice little look, as well as the shades, as well as the shade names. We have the palette itself, which is completely different from the outer packaging. Kind of wish that they put this outer packaging like this, but you know, I do like this design. It also matches my sweatshirt as well. And then in the inside, we do have the outer packaging inside the palette with no mirror. Kind of wish there was a mirror in this palette. I think a mirror would have been really nice to have in this palette, especially for the price point, but I get it. Now, taking a look at the shades inside the palette, this is so beautiful. I feel like this goes with the theme. Every shade in here feels like it's needed. I love every shade in here. I love the fact that we have a couple of different Super Shock shadows, but I also love that there's some Super Shock shadows in this palette that are marble, and we haven't seen that in a while from Colourpop. I love that. I just feel like that adds a nice, unique touch to this palette. I just feel like everything is beautiful. We have a black in here. We have blues, we have reds, we have neutrals, but the neutrals that they chose truly, truly go with the palette. It's necessary for your looks. And then we have some really gorgeous shades in here. I did play with the blues today, as you guys can see, but I did want to play with the reds, but I was like, these blues are calling my name. They're so, so, so cool. I am truly obsessed. And then I also picked up one of the Luxe lipsticks. This retails for $10, and we have not seen Luxe lipsticks from Colourpop in a very long time. I love, love, love the packaging of this. I think it's super, super cute. But I just want to take a moment to talk about the design on the bullet itself because I think that's super, super cool. And I just love everything about this lipstick. Now, you know, your girl is not a red lip kind of girl. I don't really like red lips. I don't like them. But I can definitely admire this red lip. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Let me know in the comments if you like it. I feel like it keeps getting on my teeth. I'm just excited to be playing with this palette for you guys on camera. Let's go ahead and get into the eye look. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into the makeup look. So this is what I came up with. So to start off this look, I'm gonna take this shade right here called Alliance. I'm just gonna take this shade and basically start to run this all in my crease as my transition shade. I had no idea how this shade was gonna turn out. It kind of looks like dirty as you start to build it up, but it is a good transition shade all in all. It's super cool tone. I felt like this would pair super well with the blue look, so that's what I'm doing. It doesn't make much of a difference, but once you kind of build it up, you can see it kind of just leaves like a grayish tint on the lid. Once I have that shade all blended out in the crease, I'm gonna go ahead and go into this blue right here. This is a really beautiful, beautiful blue. This shade right here is called Rebellion. Super beautiful. That was like the first shade besides the marbled Super Shock shadows that I just felt like I really wanted to go into because I just thought it would be super pretty. And also blues are hard to formulate, so I was like, you know what, we gotta put the blue to the test. So I'm starting off with a little bit of that shade and I'm just blending this all in my crease. I do not want to go super heavy with this shade, otherwise it's gonna look a mess. So I'm really taking my time to blend and diffuse this color all in my crease. Once I feel like I have that blended out enough, I'm just gonna go back into the same brush I went in with that transition shade. I feel like I didn't have any problems with the shadows not showing up or blending right, which is really nice. I feel like Colourpop's formula is really consistent. It's powdery, but it's a very consistent formula. So that is something that I definitely did not have to worry about. Now that that shade is blended out all in the crease, I am gonna go ahead and cut my crease with the Colourpop Cream Shadow. This is the shade Laurel. I feel like I was so excited for these. I love this formula. I like the formula without the glitters in them. I like the plain, you know, formula. I was expecting to see more of these from Colourpop, but I don't know if people like them enough because we have not seen them in a very long time, but I was hoping for more shades of those because I truly love it. And it just makes cutting creases so easy. Like, look at this. Super easy to cut my crease with that. I just feel like I have a lot of control because it's not too thin, it's like super thick and it dries down really nicely. Like, look at that. Oops. I feel like that's pretty even. So now that my crease is cut, we're gonna go ahead and play with these shimmers in this palette, which are so beautiful. So the first shade I'm gonna go into is Hyper Drive. Oh my gosh, what was I saying? So I'm just gonna take this shade. It's super pretty. It's actually a duochrome and it's gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that duochrome. I don't know if it's picking up on camera. I'm just gonna add some more on this side because it's such a pretty shade. I love that shade. The next shade I'm gonna go into is Jedi Knight, which is this gorgeous blue. You guys, the blues in this palette really were calling my name. I just thought this was so beautiful. And look at how icy blue this shadow is. I love that. It's gorgeous. So I'm just gonna place this all on the rest of my lid and then just making sure it's blended with that first duochrome shade that I put down. Okay. Of course, you know, I had to play with the little marbled Super Shock shadow shade. So I'm gonna take this shade right here called Space Pirate. Oh, it's so pretty. I kind of ruined it, but it's okay. But it kind of has like a, I don't know, like a gray shift. You can kind of see like the duochrome shift in it, but it's so pretty. So I'm taking that and I'm just gonna place that kind of in the center of where that icy blue and that duochrome blue meet, just to add a nice little pop to this look. Super pretty. Oh, this eye look is beautiful. I love the different tones of blue. Now, basically to finish off the lid, I'm gonna go into the black in this palette. You know, I had to go into the black. I had to test out its limits. So I'm just gonna go into that shade called Star Destroyer. And I'm gonna place this in the outer corner just for some depth. We need some depth into this look just to make it kind of sultry. You guys know I love a deep outer corner. Just gonna add a little bit more on this side. Love a deep outer corner. For the inner corner highlight, I'm gonna go into Rebel Princess, which is this Super Shock shadow right here. Very beautiful. It's kind of like a pink Super Shock shadow. It kind of has like a pink shift to it. So I'm just placing this in the inner corner for that nice inner corner highlight, which I definitely love. For the lower lash, I'm gonna go in with my Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Big Splash. So to finish off this look, I'm gonna go back into the shade Rebellion, which is that navy blue, and I'm just gonna place this all on my lower lash line and kind of like smoke it out. This look, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with this look. Okay. All right. So Next up, we have the lipstick. The component of this lipstick is so freaking cute. I love the sparkly packaging. This is a lipstick I would definitely want to put on display. I feel like we haven't seen a lot of Colourpop lipsticks recently. I feel like Colourpop has just been neglecting the luxe lipsticks. Oh my gosh, look at the design on this bullet lipstick. That is super cool. So I lined my lips with the Colourpop Lippy Pencil in the shade Grunge Girl. This is from their, I can't remember what collection this is from, but it's Colourpop. So let's go ahead and apply this. I don't know if this is gonna go with the blue, but we'll see. Interesting. I don't necessarily think I personally like this color on me. I'm not really a red lipstick kind of girl. I just wish it was matte though. I think if it was matte, it would be so much better. And it's on my teeth. Wow, it's on my teeth. I don't know. What do you guys think? This lipstick definitely doesn't, I don't know. So I'm gonna try to tone this down. Hopefully this will work. I don't know. I thought it was a matte finish, but it's not. This is the shade Supreme Ruler. The packaging is really, really nice as well. I love the design on this. I just wish it was a matte lipstick. Well, it says Cream Luxe, so I didn't read that. This is the lipstick. And it's getting all on my teeth. That's also why I do not like red lipsticks. If you guys enjoyed today's video. I had so much fun playing with this palette with you guys. And the lipstick, honestly, I feel like the lipstick is kind of growing on me. The palette was so much fun to play with. I love the color story of this. Like I said, this is a palette that really caught my eye from Colourpop. And it's been a minute since a Colourpop palette did that. I was like, I have to have this palette. And I have to, you know, I have to play with this. There are other products in the collection, but when I went to Ulta, they didn't even have those products. They had the Jelly Much shadows and the Luxe glosses, but I'm not a fan of the Luxe glosses, and the Jelly Much shadows, I feel like they just dry out so fast. I don't bother by like wasting my money with those. But the palette was the one product I really wanted to try out, and it just so happened that I saw this and I was like, you know what, let me pick up a lipstick and play with a lipstick since it's been a minute. I enjoyed this palette. I know a lot of you guys told me in my purchase or pass video that you picked up the whole collection, which honestly, if I was a huge Star Wars fan, I probably would have done the same thing. But the palette is the one product that really caught my eye, and I enjoyed playing with it. I had fun, and this just made me excited to see what Colourpop is going to come out with next. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!